What's up, man? This your boy C-Note, man. We're behind the bags with your boy Tugood, man. What's going on, Tugood, man?
What's good? Man, just came to stop by, show some love, you know.
Man, that's what's up, man. Before we got started, man, you said you was the best rapper alive, man. Tell me about that right there, man.
There is no competition.
There is no competition, man. Break it down.
Bar none. Bar none. The only nigga I seen to compete with me is Jay-Z, and I've been doing this for only 10 years, so it's time to get mine.
Man, you said you've been doing this for 10 years now?
Yes, sir.
So in this 10 years, man, how many projects you got out there now?
This is my third project that I'm dropping, and it's a collab mixtape that I'm doing.
You doing a collab mixtape? Who doing the collab with, man?
Henny Lit, my homeboy from the south side. I met him about a year ago.
Okay, he from the south side of Knoxville?
Yes, sir. Right across the bridge.
And what side of town you from?
I'm from the east.
What made y'all collaborate, man?
Man, he hit me up. He was listening to some of my music that I did, and I actually knew him from his girl, and so I knew her way back when. And he hollered at me, and was like, "Come to the studio. We need to make it." We made it. Sacrifices was a banger. First song we made was a hit, and from there it was like we felt the chemistry. It's like the next thing, the next thing. It's what they gave me.
What makes your music and his music collide together where y'all would want to do a project together?
Man, the thing is, he always picks those beats, and something about the beats that he picks, like, it just does something to me. Like I normally rap on it maybe like a different style, and he pull a monster out of me.
Oh, okay. What studios you be going to? What studio you doing your project on?
A lot of things that we record, we keep in-house. We record it at home.
You recorded at home?
Yeah.
What producers you got on it, man?
Man, I got Mo Khalif on there. We got some Maserati beats, and Henny made some beats himself, actually. And I got one, and I got my homeboy from Atlanta and from South Carolina. His name is Jackson, JG2. JG2 hard on them beats. We have probably had the most beats from him than anybody else on there.
And you said he from where?
He from the Atlanta.
You from the Atlanta area? How you link up with him, man?
Man, I linked up with him on a group chat online. We was, man, about 2 or 3 years ago, we been listening to Thug and stuff, and we was in some little group chats from all across the country. And he at University of South Carolina right now, cooking up.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, where are you from, man? You from Knoxville, right?
Yeah, I grew up around here. My roots in the Caribbean. So I'm from Haiti. My mom's from Haiti. My mom raised me, but I was raised here in Knoxville.
What part of Knoxville you from?
So I grew up on East Knoxville, Lancet Avenue, and I went to Holston Middle School. I ended up moving when I was in high school, so I lived in Fountain City for a little while.
Okay. When did you first start? Where was the first place you did your first project at?
Man, the first time I got in the studio was with a local rapper, Lamont. So when I was back in high school, about my senior and junior year, I used to always out in the schoolyard, I used to freestyle, and I was rapping harder than anybody that was at Central. I was giving them bars every early morning, and he was like, "Man, you might as well get your ass in the studio." He's like, "You always listen to Wayne, and you think you something." He was like, "Make something at yourself, or write something down or whatever." So I started hitting the notepad a little bit. That's when I knew it was for real.
So you just started off in high school, just in lunch, and just turning it down and just doing freestyle.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's how a lot of people grow up, man, doing them things in the high school and stuff like that, get that crap together, man. I know you done did some shows and stuff like that. What shows you done did, man?
Yeah, man, I done performed a lot of the local shows. Back when they had a Long Branch, that's when I really started performing locally. But recently I've done a little shows with the Verns. I've done shows at the Birdhouse, stuff like that. But as far as my own stuff, I actually performed in Memphis around last spring. And that's the biggest thing I've done as far as outside of Knoxville.
Man, how did it feel going to Memphis, man? Somebody booking you to say, "Hey, man, I enjoy your music. Come out here, man."
That was love. I wasn't even really expecting it like that. Like, it's a new type of love. It's a new type of love.
Man, I know Memphis is a different crowd than it is in Knoxville, man. So I know you had to go in there and tear that mic up for Memphis, man. Memphis is a totally different place when it comes to that music, man.
Yeah, it was something special. Even our Uber driver was talking about how he has some 3-6 records and everything, and he used to bump Project Pat and all that. We was just talking. It's just the culture, man. That's what we're here for.
Man, speaking of Tennessee rap culture, man, what does Memphis mean to you as far as Tennessee? You staying in East Tennessee, but West Tennessee has a great influence not only in Tennessee but throughout the whole South, man.
I mean, for sure, man. I listen to a lot of Juicy J, and even like the Cheese and Dope projects that Project Pat was dropping, man. Even you can go way before. You can go, more other than the recent stuff. But man, that's really the sound of the state. Right now, you got Gotti and Dolph, people like that. That's really, other than me, that's really who's running the state. That's really the best rappers right now.
Man, as far as this East Tennessee market, man, how do you feel like you placed in it, man? How you feel like what's the difference between your style and their style, man?
Man, I got something that it opens your mind when you listen to it. So I can give you, the contemporary sound, but man, your soul gonna be blown because the lyrics will shatter you a little bit.
Since I know you from the Caribbean and stuff, like you said earlier, man, I know your style probably way different than everybody else's, man. What kind of style do you define yourself?
Rastafari. Man, it's hip hop based, but I really call it like outer space reggae, because like I'm futuristic with my music. Like I need a different type of beat. I need something you ain't never heard. It's a sound chat.
Oh, okay. So you say you do a lot of reggae, new Rastafari. What does that mean to you, man, being a Rastafari, man?
Man, King Selassie the First, man. I really just believe that every man should stand for themselves, and you should know your history.
Man, I read up a little bit on Rastafari, man, because, I deal with a lot of teachings of Elijah Muhammad and Marcus Garvey and stuff like that. And I know Marcus Garvey was like, was considered like the man that prophesied Rastafari coming, man, as far as, freeing the black people over there, in Africa and stuff like that, in Ethiopia, man. I know he did a lot for the black people, man, and a lot of people, man, they need to go study that Rastafarian teaching, man. It does a lot for you, man, as far as knowing your history and stuff like that, man. So I know that does a lot for you. And what does that do for your music too, man?
Yeah, you gotta know your roots, man. I mean, even my name in Hebrew, Saif, it means root. So they say the best thing for you to do is know yourself. So I really took heart in that. I really took heart in that. I got a couple songs, man. We got these songs that we do. It's kind of like, we call it Black Star Line type beat. So it's just like a different feeling from the art. Them hard drums and real that tribal shit, that new age tribal shit.
Yeah, man. I know it's called Spaced Out, so I know y'all be smoking and just feeling them drums, man, and just take over the soul, man, and get you on that mic, man. This Knoxville scene, man, it sounds like Atlanta. I know your sound is way different, man, and I feel like people should appreciate the different styles of Knoxville, man. What you feel about all these different people beefing over this silliness and stuff like that, man?
Man, I mean, to each his own. Everybody. The thing is, the pot's so big that everybody wants the biggest bowl. So if you're gonna fight your brother over who has the bigger bowl, that's fine. But it's enough for every nigga to eat. I believe we can all eat. The people want the music. We might as well come together and make the music.
Man, as far as producers and stuff like that, man, what are some of the producers you want to work with out here in Knoxville, Tennessee, man?
Man, I would really love to work with Clockwork Beats. I haven't worked with Clockwork. I know he's been cooking up some stuff for C. Brummy and for my homeboy Socks that I used to do music with. And man, a lot of these producers, I really got the producers I need. Along with in my Utopia team, I got Apache, I got Mo Khalif. We got different beat makers, and I've even dabbled around myself on making beats. I really don't tell people that, but we got what we need really inside the house with the Utopia.
Man, I know Clockwork, one of the best beat makers out here, man. He been slamming beats left and right, man. He did Up Church's Outlaw, man, was on one of the what was it, man? It was like the number one pre-sales on iTunes project. So I know Clockwork, one of the best beat makers, man. He cold, man. He did Brando's whole project. He does a lot of things out.
I would like to work with Vision as well. I've been seeing some of his beats on his Instagram live popping. Man, that dude's a wizard. He been cooking up.
Yeah. Since you talking about producers, what's some of the artists that you ain't worked with yet that you want to work with out here in Knoxville?
I think I need to work with Ukamea. Some time ago we had talked about we were gonna do something. He's really a good friend of mine, so it's time to make business together as well. I need a Skitty hook, man. It's somebody in the city that's got those choruses that I really need. I'd like to work with Skitty.
Yeah, man. Well, man, this is 226 Film Production, man. We out here with Behind the Badge with your boy. And man, is there any shouts outs you want to give out?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Fiji guys. Shout out to Mo Khalif.
All right, man. We out, man. This your boy Cino, man. Too good, man. Holla at you.